with Bronny, I want to clarify one thing you just said, which is Rob and I did not give Bronny anything. Bronny has earned this.
Dad hands to his son, gets it back, two-man game. James missed it. Here's LeBron. Kick. Bronny can't hit the three.
What we were witnessing wasn't just historic. What we were witnessing was greatness.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
The whole LeBron and Bronny debut felt like one of those over-the-top blockbuster movies. Massive budget, endless hype, and a full media frenzy with everyone watching. But when it came down to the actual game, let's just say it didn't exactly live up to the build-up. It was branded as a historic moment, but in reality, it was a lot of flash with very little substance. More missed shots than magic moments. If you came expecting something epic, well, the movie was kind of a flop. Now, here's the deal. The media treated Bronny's debut like it was some groundbreaking milestone.
I'm looking forward to watching that history because it not only says a lot about LeBron, I mean Bronny, but it says so much about LeBron and his longevity.
And don't get me wrong, it's cool to see the father-son duo thing actually happen on an NBA court. But was there anything in his actual performance that really sticks with you? A few minutes on the floor, a missed three-pointer, and that's it. For something that got so much buzz, it felt like going to see a high-budget action movie where the trailers make it look insane, but the movie itself, kind of a letdown if we're being honest.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Let's be real here. Players like Austin Reaves and Alex Caruso had to grind their way into the league. These guys put in years of college, facing serious competition and developing their skills. Caruso was out there earning all-conference honors and locking it down on defense, while Reaves went from averaging just 4 points as a freshman to becoming an all-conference player by his final year. They weren't gifted the spotlight. They had to fight for every second they got. But Bronny, well, he's got one serious advantage, a certain GOAT for a dad. So if Bronny's debut feels more like a make-a-wish moment than a real NBA accomplishment, it's because his path has been, let's just say, a little different.
But we're not done. Help us make every wish come true.
It's almost painful to think about what's happening to the Lakers right now. This was the team that used to represent everything great about basketball. We're talking Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Kobe, Shaq. The Lakers were built on legends, a franchise stacked with excellence. But lately, it's starting to look more like a platform for LeBron's family than a pursuit of real championships. And look, we all love LeBron's story, but there's a difference between honoring the legacy of a franchise and turning it into a family legacy project. This isn't exactly what Lakers fans signed up for. And you know what's funny? Some of the biggest voices in sports, like Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins, have been unusually quiet on all of this. These are guys who are usually not afraid to speak their minds. But with Bronny's debut, it's like they're reading straight from a PR script. I get it. No one wants to rock the boat with the James family. But seriously? You'd think at least one analyst would raise an eyebrow at this media circus. Instead, they're all coasting along on this politically correct wave, talking about how historic this is, like they've been prepped. Sometimes it feels like the media would rather play it safe than say what's really on their minds. Rich Paul and Clutch Sports can put out as many statements as they want, but LeBron's influence on the Lakers, it's pretty hard to miss. When you see Bronny on the roster, LeBron's friends showing up on podcasts, and coaching choices that seem a little too convenient, it's tough to ignore who's pulling some of the strings here, and anyone who dares to point it out, instantly labeled a conspiracy theorist. But call it what you want. The proof's in the lineup and coaching staff, and it's all out in the open if you look. Here's a question for you. How long before people start saying Bronny's debut proves LeBron's greatness? I can already hear it. LeBron played with his son in the NBA, something MJ never did.
Stop it. Get some help.
Let's be real here. That has nothing to do with greatness. It's a cool narrative, but it's just that. A story. You can bet, though, that the LeBron stans will jump all over this as another point in the GOAT debate because it sounds cool on paper. When it comes to authenticity, though, the whole thing just feels scripted, like something they've been planning all along. And when we look at the numbers, it gets even more interesting. Bronny's stats aren't exactly screaming next big thing. That preseason game where he scored 17 points. Impressive until you see he needed 17 shots, and it was all happening during garbage time in a game the Lakers lost by 50. Without all the hype and without his dad, would Bronny's spot even be a conversation? Probably not, let's be honest. Longtime Lakers fans are definitely feeling this shift. For decades, this was a franchise built on excellence, a team focused on talent, championships, and a legacy of greatness. But now, it's feeling less like the Lakers we know and more like the James family brand. It's a tough pill to swallow if you followed this team for years and now watch it fall into this pattern of prioritizing family narratives over everything else. At the end of the day, it's pretty clear that the media is just feeding us the story it wants us to believe. This entire narrative has been carefully crafted, and it's not about the actual facts behind the scenes. When people like Rich Paul dismiss any claims that LeBron is influencing these decisions, it's almost as if they're banking on fans forgetting what's happened in the past. This whole storyline isn't about reality, it's about crafting a moment that people will remember, regardless of the facts. Thanks for sticking around. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more deep dives on sports' biggest stories and the stuff the media won't tell you.